So between that time, how did you land in it? It's like, is it identified as alternative ed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So how did that, was your interest in that direction? Was it happenstance? Did you identify that? Did an opportunity arise? Like how did alternative ed come up?
Yeah. So when I went to UW Milwaukee, I went to school to be a social studies teacher. So I have my licenses in economics, political science, social studies. And back when I graduated, and it was 2011, it was a super saturated career.
Yeah.
In order to get into a high school, you had to be a coach. You had to know someone that knew someone that knew someone, and it was impossible. So I just started substitute teaching as much as I could, and I just could not land a teaching job, and I was looking for different options, and somebody that I worked with at one of my other schools that I subbed at was just like, I have an opportunity at GPS Education Partners. Why don't you give it a shot? And it completely fell in my lap. I knew nothing about manufacturing. I knew nothing about apprenticeships. I knew nothing. And I think this is the path that I was supposed to go down.
Yeah.
Because if I sit in a normal classroom and teach like social studies or history or anything like that, I don't think I would have the same impact on kids as I do now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as well as I know you, your bucket wouldn't be nearly as full at the end of the day.
Oh, no.
You would get so
No.
bored.
Yeah. It's the same thing every day. I can't, I'm doing everything differently now. Every day is different. The kids are different. I'm their one teacher.
Yeah.
I have them all day long. They don't go from hour to hour. And so I'm kind of it. I'm their mentor. I'm their teacher. I guide them.
Yeah.
It's great.
And it's like a half and half thing, right? Like they're in class with you half the day and then they
Yep.
go work half the day, right?
Yeah. So the way it works is, so they come with me and I teach them. So let's just get into GPS Education
Yeah, let's
Partners.
do it.
Okay, let me kind of explain what we do. So we're an alternative education program. And so we take high school students out of their normal high school building. So they could go, so I have students from Arrowhead High School, I have students from Waukesha School District, New Berlin, and we take those students out of their high school setting and they get put into my classroom. And my classroom isn't at a high school. So my classroom right now is at Weldall. It's a weld shop in Waukesha. So they built me out this fantastic classroom. So a lot of the students that come to school work at the same place. And so what they do is I teach them for half the day. I teach them life skills. And then they go to work the other half of the day.
What does that mean? What is life skills?
So life skills, so when they come in, they are just the rawest people.
Okay.
Like a lot of students have never had a job before.
Yep.
And so life skills that we teach, before they can even interview for a position, we got to get them those soft skills because that's what employers are looking for.
Okay, so you're talking like career preparatory stuff.
Yep. So
Got it.
we have interview skills, we have resume skills, we have how to actually like look at people.
Yep.
And not just stare at your feet. How to get off of your cell phone, how to communicate with an older generation that might be a little hard to communicate with. And then we prepare them for the interview process. And once they interview for a position that they want, and then they get that job. And we work with the businesses. So those businesses have mentors. And so they work with the students. So I'm not out there on the shop floor teaching them how to use CNC machine and using mills and welding and all that. The companies that we partner with supply those trainers. And so the students get the on-the-job training and like the technical skills from the companies we partner with. And I teach them the soft skills and personal skills. And then we do all the traditional math and social studies and all of that. It's just all real-world application stuff.